The lady, she's sitting here, I won't mention the name. She came to see me one time in my office. And she said, Papa, I'm pregnant. And I said, I rejoice with you. When she told she was growing, I called her, I said, Temper. I said, it's not pregnancy. I said, you are not pregnant. I said, there is death in your stomach. You are going to die. She said, what are you saying? I said, go to Dr. Seth Abalon, Manna Mission. Tell him I sent you to him. When they went, she was examined. They said, ectopic. And something was sitting on one of her tubes. And they had to, and she had already gone to see a gynecologist. And the guy didn't see it. And I said, he can't see it because they've covered it. It's dead. It's premature death in your stomach. They've covered it so the doctor can't see it. Dr. Ablo is a spiritual man. So he prayed and he saw it. And they were going to do a surgery. I said, no. I said, don't do operation and you will die. Go to London. She flew to London here. They said she had 50% chance. And they cut the tubes. After cutting the tube, the doctor said, I'm not sure you can have a baby. She came to see me. She's sitting here. I gave her anointing oil. I said, go and anoint your stomach. And give the oil to your husband. Tell him to also anoint himself. And there shall be a performance. There was a performance. She got pregnant. The doctors couldn't believe it. When she got pregnant, she started having some serious complications with the pregnancy. Anytime she gets pregnant, she'll have a dream. And in the dream, somebody will come into her dream to do something to her, and after she'll lose the baby. So this time I gave her anointing oil. And I said, from tonight, when you are going to sleep, pour the oil by your door and declare that this is kingdom's jurisdiction. And by divine authority, no trespass. And she did that. The night she went to bed, the husband and her, they were in the room, they were sleeping, and the door began to shake. The door began to shake. Somebody was trying to come in. She saw the shadow, but the person couldn't enter. So when she told me, I said, somebody is going to die. I said, somebody is going to die. And something happened. And somebody died in the family. A huge person died. And the person wanted to see her before he died. And she come and said, don't go. When you go, he will exchange his life with yours. I will teach you some things tomorrow. Listen, in the realms of the spirit, there are things. I remember when I got born again, I was very young in the faith. And I went to see my auntie, one of my aunties. When I came home, there was this scent in her room, in her bedroom, that was following me and was all over me when I came home. And my father was also very deep in his own way. He wasn't a believer. So he said, where did you go? And I said, I went to my auntie. He said, something is following you. And I said, I can smell it. He said, yes, that is it. So I started praying. I was very young in the faith. I started praying. Then my auntie sent for me to come. So I went and told my father. My father said, don't go. If you go, she will switch it. And my father said, it is her time to go, and she wants to switch it with somebody, so don't go. Osofo. Also, you're Osofo. You said you're Osofo. You don't know these things. My father taught me a lot of things. I learned a lot of things by my father. One day, my father called me and said, come here. So I followed him. He said, do you say you're a pastor? I said, yes. He said, then come with me. He went to one of our compound, huge property. And there were trees standing there, coconut trees. Then he said to one of the trees, if I come back next year by this time and you haven't bought food, I'll cut you down. Do you hear me? And he walked away. So I went and told one of my sisters, I think that the old man, something is happening to him, some insanity, something is going off. And I kept quiet. The following year, it dawned on me to go check. When I went the following year, there were fruits on the tree. I said, oh, I see. So those on the other side who don't believe like us, they understand spiritual things. Then I understood how Jesus spoke to the fig tree, and how Joshua spoke to the moon and the sun, and how Jesus spoke to the wind and the sea, and how the prophet spoke to the earth. I said, wow. One time I was praying in tongues, and my father called me in the morning and said, that language you pray, stop it. If you don't stop praying that language in my house, I'll sack you. Pray in any language, but don't pray that language. So I said, okay, I understand why. So I started praying in secretly.